What the No! You... We started off with her so in the head that she then him in the head. I agree with the squid. What is wrong with your... When this show first started, I never in a million years would think I'd get to the point of hating Shizako the same way I hated Marina. But here we are. Justice for Osma. Holy... Drop a like, show your support. Subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon's where you're going to catch those full live reactions and exclusives. So, I remember my initial thoughts when I was like, damn, this Osma kid seems like a genuine guy. And I remember the number of comments I got saying, oh, you know, given the track record, he's going to turn out to be just as bad, if not worse. And honestly, I was happy that the comments weren't, you know, fake source readers trying to be like, oh, you know, I clearly don't know what's going to happen. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And he's just trying to spoil people's fun. But, no, he legit, like, he's a tragic character. Doesn't know parental love because of how his mother is and how she worshipped the older brother and thought the younger brother was a failure. And the idea of the little types of love and compassion that he got throughout his life coming from such a broken child who is to the point of being like, it's okay, you take the blame. They're on our ass. I'll go find my dog in Tokyo, but I'll wait for you. This schizophrenic, crazy little bitch. I understand she didn't willingly become this crazy of a psycho, but I don't think there's enough padded rooms out there to contain the level of insane that she radiates. The show starts off with you assuming this will be a series where we reloop time enough that this blonde crazy bitch stops killing us or hurting us and we become friends with her. Then they kill her. And then we're like, okay, well, you know, there's a lot we don't know about the technology. It's possible her body was... No, she was dead. But the body was so preserved they couldn't give a proper time of death, so it gave them a bit of time to cover up their tracks. Okay, but surely, like, they're... Okay, but now you take the blame. Okay, so now that we've had an emotional confession with Big Bro, who legitimately also turned out to be just wholesome as hell, I really respect that there was something positive in this world of bullshit. Okay, so they're on our ass, we're gonna go on summer vacation. This show's either gonna end with her getting shot down, ending her own life when she realizes that her dog probably is dead. I mean, it's implied the dog was put down, not sent to Tokyo. I can't say for sure until I see the end, but I assume. Or maybe our little squid pal, octopus pal, will, snap and do it for us. Like, I don't say I hate her in a way of like, damn, like she's this garbage character, or she, like, no, it's this tragic of just like she's so broken to the point that you can't like, there's plenty of mental things that happen to people that you can rehabilitate, that therapy and incarceration that can be worked through. I don't think what we've been through here is one of them. I mean, I don't know. We do got squid magic, so maybe that will help. There's the concept of, for whatever reason, Takopi can't go back home because of something with the clock. If he does go back home and the clock works, I guess he could rewind even more. I still can't say for sure she knows what she's doing. I want to believe this is a case of her genuinely just reaching out to someone who she thinks is on her side. And because of that, she sees nothing wrong with saying, no, it's okay, you take the blame. I gotta go find my dog. I think there's enough screws and wires loose and crossed that she truly is just being that. But it also wouldn't shock me if she was just manipulative. But I think given the almost schizophrenic, almost nature that we're getting from her, that's kind of what's going on. But at every step of the way, this show... See, this is the type of series that you could have easily seen how an author made 20 volumes for, not 2. Because whether it was the initial killing of the school bully, that could have took volumes to get to that point. It said, no, it happened. Okay, so now we're going to cover up the body. No, it's exposed. Okay, but now that it's exposed, no, now we're on the run. It should feel fast-paced and jumbled, but it doesn't. It feels perfectly paced. In a different word, like if you give me the option, I could have had this story for 20 volumes versus 2. Sure, I would have took 20 volumes, but that's not saying that because it was only a 2-volume manga, it's lesser. No, it's short, sweet, to the point. It's just, it's so good, I easily see how it could have been extended if they wanted to. But I respect an author for just coming out swinging with that big dick energy and saying, no, we're going to drop one of the best damn mangas out there. And then the studio who's adapting it said, we're going to drop one of the best damn anime you're going to see this year. And in the 2020s. The confession with the brother, though, I was so worried. The fact that he legit, like, the crazy thing, and this is how easily we can be blinded. We can be surrounded by depression and grief and think we're so alone. And a lot of his hatred and hostility was targeted towards his brother because his brother got all of the attention. At one point, he wished for him to join a gang so that his mom would focus on him. But his brother was always there for him. There was never an element of like, oh, he was... No, like, had he just always came to his brother and said, I feel like shit, mom is a bitch to me, blah, blah, blah. We could have had that heart-to-heart a long time ago. But he's young. He's immature. Like, it's no wonder he didn't. Because that's the source of his resentment and his jealousy and, you know, all that type of stuff. But the fact that he was there for him was beautiful because he legitimately felt like a big brother that was on his side. I was terrified when he's like, I have something to tell you. I was like, nope, we don't do that. And if we do say it, we say that, you know, she was trying to frame us. And I don't know exactly how the conversation went, but based on the adults talking about it afterwards, it sounds like, oh, he was involved, but not because he did it, but more so this crazy little girl got him involved. So I assume that's kind of what happened. But either way, I not really saying I had high hopes for Osma as a character. I especially didn't have high hopes for his brother. But I definitely thought this seems like a good kid in a sea of bullshit. And he turned out to be a good kid in the sea of bullshit with a surprisingly wholesome brother who was on his side. And I felt so bad for everything that was being stacked against him. To be honest, as bitchy as the mom was in that moment of you can have whatever you want, I give up, I would have ate those pancakes. After the day he had, despite what mom said, I would have just let that go in one ear and out the other because damn it, we deserve some tasty pancakes at this point. Your thoughts down below. We only have 2 episodes left of this masterpiece. Where do you think it's going? It is moving. I'm not going to be surprised if this show ends with her jumping off a cliff because she realizes her dog's dead, but that's where I'm sticking my money to it right now. Thoughts down below, drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon is where you're going to catch my full live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. So today we got Jord, Jacob McDougall, Sage Narv, Christoph Stanisławski, JMW, Tokyo, JD, Match, Mate, and we also have Carl Stefan Berndahl. So I appreciate the support. Please take care and y'all have a good one.